1 year ago, I decided to invest $5 every single day into the stock market using Robinhood's automatic investment program. Now, if you've been around personal finance people, you know that they always say, stop spending so much money on coffee. Instead, spend that money on investing. Because, this thing right here costs you way too much money. I had a problem drinking Starbucks every day, and $5 a day in Starbucks adds up over a long period of time. So I decided in the start of 2022 last year, I would divorce the cup of coffee, and instead of drinking this every day, I would put that $5 into the stock market. I'm gonna miss you. But then I got kind of excited about the idea, and I thought, wait a minute, instead of just the stock market, why not do another $5 a day into the crypto market? So $5 into stocks, $5 into crypto. Which one's gonna give me more money in the long term? But hold on a minute. When we first get started with investing, this can be very overwhelming. Like, how do we start? Where do we start? And what do we actually invest in? And on top of that, with the rising cost of just about everything, how do we even have enough money to invest in the first place? Well, that's why I thought instead of something like this, or even like an extra meal every week, or maybe not going to the bar, taking that money and investing might be a good place to start. So I don't know about you, but when I first got started, it did seem very complicated. And in this video today, I'm gonna share with you what I learned and some tips and tricks that you can apply to get started with investing right now here in this year. When it comes down to stocks, what I decided to do is invest in an ETF that covered the entire stock market. In fact, the S&P 500. The top 500 companies in America weighted by market cap, and that is VOO, Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF. It has just so many great companies, and the best thing about an ETF is when you decide to invest money, it takes your money and it splits it across all these different stocks. So instead of going all in on one individual stock or company, you get to kind of own the entire S&P 500. I started exactly on January 2nd, 2022, because that was the first actual trading day. And every day that the stock market is open, it's typically open 5 days a week except for the holidays, it automatically invests $5 every day. Now, to make up for the weekends, because I did want to put in $5 for all 365 days of the year, I would do an extra $10 every Monday. And the reason I did that is to cover for the Saturdays and Sundays that the stock market is closed. Now, you can see right now the S&P 500 ETF is going for about $361. Let me share with you my results really quick, and then something very interesting about the $5 a day concept that you need to know about. So if you come down here, you can see right now, I've actually built up 5.1 shares of VOO, which means my market value is $1,844. Now, when I looked at this, as I was looking at my 1 year overall investment plan, I'm like, wait a second, $1,844. Now, remember, I used to buy Starbucks every single day. Literally every day, I would at least get a grande coffee, if not a venti. So that ran up a lot of costs, and I thought, wow, I am wasting away like over $1,000 a year that now I have saved. Like if I wanted to, I could cash that money out and do something with it. And just imagine if I keep it in here and I keep doing this, what does that look like 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now? Well, I'm about to show you a little bit later in this video. But if you want a quick way to save up like $1,800 or more, just put away $5 a day. Look right here. Now today's return says I'm up $23, but the total return so far since I started this plan a year ago, I'm down actually $63 or 3.3%. Now for some people, that can be a little bit anxiety driven. That's like, oh my gosh, I lost $63. Should I sell because I'm losing? But that's like not the goal here. The goal is the long-term mindset. And if we keep on this pace, I don't really care what's happening. It's $5 a day. Remember what happens when you buy Starbucks. You're pissing away $5 a day and you're drinking the coffee and then it's over and then you move on with your life. So I decided I'm not gonna touch this. I'm just gonna put the $5 in and pretend that the money's gone. And then like years from now, I wanna look back and see what it looks like. But here's what's also really cool about it. It's something called dollar cost averaging, otherwise known as DCA. Now look here, if I go back to the 1 year chart by clicking right here, and I scroll all the way back here to, let's say, January of 2022, look at what the price for one share of Vanguard's S&P 500 was going for. A whopping $433 a share. Now, I could have put all $1,800 or $1,900 into Vanguard right then and said, okay, I'm gonna cover it all for the entire year. I'm gonna put it up front, buy it right away, and I'll be done with it. But think about what would actually happen if I would have done that. $1,900 at $433 a share would give me about 4.38 shares. And I'd be down on my money just like I am right now, but it would be even worse because of how the market has performed over this last year. The entire market has been down. So just imagine that. By dollar cost averaging every single day, I now take advantage of this opportunity that I don't have 4.38 shares. Instead, I have 5.1 shares. That's the value of dollar cost averaging. So that's what the Vanguard S&P 500 looks like, but what about Ethereum? Now that's what's really interesting. Ethereum is actually on a rise. In fact, over the last week, you can see it shooting up as you see here on the graph. So that's pretty good, but I'll tell you what, $5 a day into Ethereum has been one heck of a gut-wrenching roller coaster. Let me show you why. Now, I did build up to one whole Ethereum, which I'm actually super excited about. I always thought about like, it'd be kind of cool to own an Ethereum, because every time you buy, because Ethereum is so expensive at over $1,000 per one Ethereum, it's gonna take forever to get there. But it actually only took $5 a day over the last year. So here we are at 1.059564 Ethereum with a value of 1,417. So yes, that is gut-wrenching, a total return of negative $369 or 20% down on my money. But the deal with a cryptocurrency, it had a very tough year. We started the year here at a whopping, look at this, $3,000 for one Ethereum. In fact, it peaked up here in April to $3,500. Now, of course, if I would have went all in there, I'd still have less than one Ethereum, but because I bought every single day here, I was able to take advantage of this crash all the way down to, look at that, $993. So therefore, my average cost has come in to $1,600. In fact, $1,687.76, because even though I was buying in the beginning when it was $3,000 per Ethereum, as it went down, I was taking advantage of that as well through dollar cost averaging every single day. So what does this next year look like? Well, I'm actually going to continue this plan into this next year ahead. In fact, I'm going to continue it onward and upward for the next couple of years for a lot of reasons. Because first of all, I found what an easy way to do this. I can just literally set things on autopilot and invest. And then over the long period of time, let's see what my $5 a day turns into. It's kind of a fun little thing. And it's not as stressful as saying, oh my gosh, I had to invest $500 a month or $1,000 a month, or oh my gosh. And if you're somebody that is just starting off, or you have a lot of debt, or you have a lot of stress in your life, making it a little bit easier to say, okay, I am investing. And yes, I'm not investing thousands of dollars every month, but I have a small, easy fund to deal with. Now, do your own research. None of what I'm doing is financial advice directly to you, because I don't know your personal finance situation, but my hope is it inspires you to say, there is ways that I could do this by just taking advantage of an everyday consistent plan throughout the next year ahead. What I do to make life a little bit easier on myself is right here you can see my buying power in Robinhood has $130.16 in it. Now what that indicates is the fact that that's money that I transferred from my bank account into Robinhood. So that way, when it does that $5 every day, it pulls from my buying power. Because if it doesn't do that, what it actually does is it pulls that money out of my bank account. And I don't want to look at my bank account every day and seeing charges from Robinhood every day at $5 and in fact, in my case, $10 every single day. That's just too much. So instead, I transfer once a month, let it sit in the buying power, and then Robinhood eats away at that money as it does the automatic investment program. Now, in order to set that up, all you have to do in the app, as you see right here on the screen, right there, that little stick figure person at the bottom, go ahead and click on that. That'll take you over to your main portfolio. At that point, at the top left-hand side, click on the hamburger menu, and then the very first option says investing. That's what you want to click on. So click on that or tap on that. Scroll down until you see the second option, which is recurring investments. Now you can say it's 2 of 2 active because, as you know, VOO and Ethereum are the two that I'm investing in every single day. So if you click on view recurring investments, you'll see if you have any set up, but if you don't, all you have to do is click the green button that says create recurring investment. At that point, you can then do your own research. Find something that you're passionate about. Do not just copy my picks. Find what you want. If you don't like crypto, don't do crypto. Find something else that you can get started with. Let's say I want to invest in, let's say, VTI, which is the total stock market index. It's going for $196.77 a share. I don't really care about that because I'm only going to do $5 a day. I'm going to hit add to basket, and then hit continue right here at the bottom. Then you get your choice. Do you want to do every market day like I'm doing? Do you want to do every week, every 2 weeks, or every month? It's totally your call how you want to do that. But if you're going to follow what I'm doing here in this video, every market day is what you click on. You hit continue, and then here's where you put in $5 a day. You could even do $1 a day. If you're like, $5 a day is a little bit too much for me right now. It's okay. Do $1 a day and just stay consistent with it. Hit continue. And then this is where you want to say, I want the brokerage buying power. If you don't want it literally sending you a bill on your checking account every single day. To me, that would drive me nuts. So this is why I transfer money into the app. You hit continue. That's your backup in case you forget to transfer your money and then, oh my gosh, now it's going to have to charge your checking account. And then you hit continue, and then there it is. You hit review, and it'll be starting, and it actually starts tomorrow. Typically, it won't start on the actual day that you set this up. Now, if you don't have Robinhood yet, you can actually get started with it today. In fact, I give you a free bonus just for signing up. The details is all linked in the description below. Now, because you're still watching, I got a little bit of a bonus for you. So here we have the portfolio visualizer. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen right now. And I wanna share with you the power of this particular program. Now, unfortunately with the portfolio visualizer, it doesn't allow me to select $5 a day. I have to do it on a monthly basis. In that case, I'll select $155 every single month to relate to my $5 a day. And my initial amount is, of course, only $5. Now, what we're gonna do down here is between the years of 2018 and 2023, we're gonna invest that into VOO and Ethereum just like I'm doing. If I analyze the portfolios, look what happens. In the short period of time of only about 5 years, my balance in VOO grows to $11,987, and Ethereum, it grows to $33,283. Now, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Just because this is the past performance, it doesn't indicate future performance, but this is a good opportunity to say, if I would have done this in the past, this is what would have happened. And using that as a positive inspiration for the future, that if it does indeed happen, then this is what we could look forward to. This is a free service to use. You go to portfoliovisualizer.com, select backtest portfolio, and then you can plug in your own figures and your own detail and kind of see how the past performance has been to maybe take a look at what could have happened and how you can use that to set yourself up with a plan for the future. Speaking of a plan for the future, I hope you're planning to watch this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.